with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And it's the Warriors to start out. On its way from Curry for two. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment, and boy, Kawhi has.
Now here's Curry. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around.
LA foul. Amir Coffey. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Thompson from long range.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
George, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Draymond Green.
Let's remember, Klay Thompson is 6'7" and still adept at handling the rock. How about that dribble drive? Wow.
Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
From deep three-point range, here's Los Angeles now. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Poole.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
3 points.
Boy, there's just a rhythm and a beauty to what Steph Curry does on a nightly basis. How pretty is that shot?
George from deep three-point land. And it's George again missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. Trailing by 5. Curry with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Curry, here we go. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Klay Thompson.
Another 3 for Golden State.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Substitution for your Clippers. Isaiah Hartenstein. Marcus Morris.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's George. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Poole.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close. And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And here's Poole for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. On the wing, George. And he overshot that one, missing.
nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to George. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They get a hand on it. There's the drive. Outside Curry. From deep. Can't hit that one.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Misses the three. Clippers trail by 12. To the inside. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Curry. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's man. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
LA foul.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Curry from deep three-point land.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Los Angeles calls timeout. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. George looking over the floor. From outside, off the mark.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
To the middle. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Third team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
Stolen away. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. The offensive rebound. Zubac misses in close.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Different look here for the Warriors.
Warrior substitution.
And Thompson launches it from deep. Left side Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 20 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Takes a 3. Coffee can't get it to go.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Thompson outside. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. And that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And Coffee gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Stephen
wasted no time on that one. He's got 23.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Golden State moving it around. Outside Porter. Thompson left side. Green up on top. Outside for Curry. Back to Porter. And Curry has it in the corner. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Right side Jackson. To the paint. Back to Kennard. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now George. The shot. And he drops that one in.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Pass to Poole. Thompson outside. Picked off in midair. And here's George for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
In the corner, it's Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game. Amazing to think some questioned if Curry could lead on his own, isn't it, Doris? He has answered the critics quickly.
One 62-point outburst showed how dominant he is. After missing almost all of 2020, some began to doubt Mr. Curry. I don't think anyone is going to make that mistake again.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Offensive rebound. Kennard's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Curry can't get it to go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Thompson for three. Timeout. Connects from three-point range.
Start it.
Thompson's got 10.
Well, there's a certain precision to what Klay Thompson does. How about the release on that three?
And the Clippers call time here. And everyone knows about the offensive impact of Klay Thompson, but Doris's defense is just as important.
This guy is elite on the defensive end. Klay can switch off to several positions, and that was a major concern for his return from injury. The shot would be there, but how would the defense hold up?
Substitution for the Warriors.
Here's George. 6 points for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. From deep. And it's Looney with the rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Snatched up. And that one good.
Second chance points always hurt. There's not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And here's the fast break. Pass to Poole. And George hits the whistle that time.
Paul George.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Klay Thompson.
Thompson with the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Basket counts. George has got 8.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Jordan
And Poole gets it to go.
3-point basket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Nobody near George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
George with the bucket.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
The shot by Thompson, no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. The shot by Powell, no good. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Thompson launches it from deep. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. From deep, George. And another three for the Clippers.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
Powell, no one around him. They get the rebound. Hartenstein. A three ball. And Looney sends it back. Pass to man. Inside. And George gets it to go. George has got 18 points now here in the second half.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Nice step back to get it off.
3 points.
Thompson's got 19 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And they recover it. Outside Jackson. Leonard with no one around. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
And that one drops for him.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. From deep three-point range. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard on the wing. Lots of room. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter. There's the triple. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And here are the Clippers. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Oh, that's good.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Stolen by Jackson. Goes back up. They shoot again. And the layup by Powell.
They cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, you think about a guy like Norman Powell, who was really in the second round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
Warriors leading by 17.
And no question for Powell. It seems like better shot selection has led to better efficiency.
Yeah, I agree. That and the consistency from range. This guy can rise up under pressure and hit the jumper. And if you crowd him, he's going to put it on the deck and use that speed to go by you.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Curry fires from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Coffey. Offensive rebound. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be jump ball.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. Curry wide open. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 31.
Well, a performance worthy of an all-time great. And I think at this point we're comfortable putting that label on Stephen Curry.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And Coffee gets it to go.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
They get it back. Second chance shot. He doesn't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kicks it out to Covington. From the corner. The Warriors pull it in.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Powell.
Norman Powell.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Curry from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. Clippers trail by 11. Powell for 3. Goes back up. And Covington with the nice bucket inside.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Clippers ball.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George, that's a two-pointer. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
The 3 from Poole.
Jordan
Drills
Poole.
the three-pointer.
Three-pointer.
And the Warriors lead by 10.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Powell for 3. Drops in the tray.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The long distance 3 is buried.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
So we see the Warriors get the win here.
One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness. The Covington live at. One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness. The Covington live at. One hope, one quest. Witness the fitness. The Covington live at. One hope, one quest. One quest, one quest, one quest.
Voices all in my head, never to whisper again, never to sing me to sleep, oh but a dream. Right there caught out in the rain, drenched in a memory of pain. Sound, let's hope for the better. show you the doorway to my soul. Come to the room.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. And Greg, Giannis is such a handful on the offensive end. You know, teams have no choice but to foul him.
And it is hard because Giannis knows how to create contact. And refs have started to give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll be getting double-digit free throw attempts for a long time.
And so, on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. Middleton can't get it to go. That's to George. Back to Powell. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Sure. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First team.
Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Strike, Paul George.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Now here's Leonard. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giannis dunks it down.
Assist from
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez, and it's sent back by George. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Leonard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Middleton outside. Back to Matthews. Pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Timeout.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg, fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers. Everything you want from a role player.
group substitution here for Milwaukee. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep, George. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Right side, Holiday. To the left wing. Over in the corner, Allen. His 3-pointers off the mark. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
George looking around. Covington down low. No good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Oh, trying for it. And that one is off. And it's the Bucks ball. Here's Connaughton. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Milwaukee the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. Covington with the bucket.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
That's a 2 from Powell. Can't nail the jumper.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Clippers?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And they've also protected the rim with a lot of energy today. Good amount of blocks in the first half.
And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with the team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
From deep, George. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. Here's Holiday. Kicks it out to Allen. Launches it. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hands it from downtown. Mann's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Allen's shot is off.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Bucks trail by 10. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here's Los Angeles. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Jackson with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Zubac. The shot from the low post is good. Zubac has got 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.